Boom shakalaka, highest bear level probability ever. Why Bitcoin is about to reach its mid-cycle top and how soon it could reach $1 million. Stay tuned. What's up everyone, Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's video, we have a lot of very interesting charts for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, including Bitcoin about to reach its mid-cycle top and how soon it could hit $1 million. Before we get into it, guys, make sure to like, subscribe, click the notification bell, come join us on Twitter at @TheCryptoLove. Push that like button. And today, Fear and Greed Index at 61, down from yesterday, a little bit less greedy. The overall market sideways, up just a tick. Bitcoin at $30,200, Ethereum at $19.81, BNB at $3.22, XRP 51 cents, Cardano 41 cents, Dogecoin 8 cents, Polygon $1.13, and Solana 24.15. And if you want any top coins today based on artificial intelligence, we have Anchor Network, Volt Inu, Ocean Protocol, Ren, and IoTex. And if you want to use AI to pick out your favorite coins, even on shorter time frames, you can check out Token Metrics free trial down in the description. Now, Bitcoin today, after breaking out of this diamond pattern we had back here, found a bit of resistance at $30,000. But there is this wedge right here. Generally, these break upwards, so Bitcoin is likely to break above $30,000, finding support upon those levels in the near future. That being said, bear market probability model has the highest levels ever. So could an overall bear market actually send Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies? It's kind of possible, especially if you take a look at this. So if we take a look right now, even after Bitcoin has nearly doubled in price, 6% of the Bitcoin supply was last moved to $16,000 right up here, this giant candle. It appears the buyers of last resort that bought there are not looking to sell any time soon. This is similar to the previous cycle where we had this very large spike at $3,000 and the one before that at $600 some that were the bottoms. Bitcoin right now, though, we could see a short-term correction coming soon. As the RSI breaks above the 50 weekly, we can see that as it gets farther and farther away from there, we generally see a midterm top before resuming for a massive run. Right now, we're seeing the RSI breaking above the 50 weekly right there and could potentially have a bit of a correction. Where? Well, generally what we see is this Gaussian higher band being somewhat of a magnet, playing an important role in pulling Bitcoin up from underwater. Now, those levels right now, about 42.5. Interestingly enough, this 42.5 is the same level that this inverse head and shoulder predicts Bitcoin would reach, right around that $42,000. So is that a coincidence? I don't exactly know, but that could potentially be a mid-level high for Bitcoin before it consolidates right now. Now, Bitcoin has entered the green zone, which starts at the end of the peak of DXY. We can see DXY down here on the bottom. The green zone started at the peak. This is also a place for Bitcoin climbing to all-time highs. You can see in these green areas, generally Bitcoin does some nice climbing in price. DXY continuing to break down as well, inversely correlated. As DXY breaks down, Bitcoin generally goes up. Interestingly, the time from the bear market bottom to the old all-time high has increased over time by a factor of 1.26. So you can see here it took X in terms of distance, and for you algebra fans out there, took X times 1.26, X times 1.26 squared. Could this be X by 1.23 cubed for it to reach previous all-time highs, which would put it right before 2025 or right in the beginning of 2025? Interestingly enough, that would be after the halving. But generally, Bitcoin's at the fair value price during the halving, which is $40,000. So I guess that does make a bit of sense. Who likes Bitcoin moves? Well, if we could have the same type of return from the bottom like we saw here in 2014, 2015, we could see breaking back above there, a little bit of resistance to 32. And then we go all the way up to 48, again, in those 40s, before falling down, finding resistance, and again, breaking up to levels in the hundreds of thousands of dollars. And stay tuned to find exactly why, because you never want to underestimate a buy signal in the super trend. You can see the super trend right down here. We have buys, amazing times to buy, and sells, amazing times to sell. Buys, amazing times to buy, sells, amazing times to sell. Well, we have a buy flashing right now. In 5 out of 6 cases throughout the history of Bitcoin, we've always seen extreme price rises in Bitcoin thereafter. 5 out of 6 times, it works every time, just like Sex Panther or whatever that stuff is. Now, that being said, again, we could have a mid-cycle top coming soon. With the Bitcoin monthly parabolic SIR mid-cycle tops, generally Bitcoin has a mid-cycle top that touches this dot. Now this dot right now, somewhere in the $40,000, and you can see that generally once it flips to the bottom, we start to see that mid-cycle top hitting right there. Right now, at the $40,000 level, a mid-cycle top is coming soon. But have no fear, that's a mid-cycle top. We still have the halving a year out. We still have the parabolic after halving rally. And if you have a time frame of like a decade or so, this is TechDev's theory on where Bitcoin could end up. This first rally towards $100,000, then dropping down mid-2025, roughly hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not $500,000 or more Bitcoin, before roughly leveling out in those areas between $200 and $1.3 million for Bitcoin, and eventually falling down there. But that could be where Bitcoin is being sent in the near future. So if you did enjoy that episode, push the like button. I'll catch you guys later. Have a good one. Love you. Peace.
If you don't think Bitcoin's going to $1 million a coin and then $10 million a coin, you're already a loser.
From now on, if you don't own Bitcoin, you're a moron.